Yo guys, what's up? It is Eric201 here coming at you guys today with another video. And today's video is going to be a little bit more complicated. Basically, I'm going to be talking about turning 17 2 days ago. How that's affected my thought processes so far. And just looking ahead for the channel and like how it might affect the channel. And where I see my future going, and it's really like complicated stuff, but I really hope you guys stick with me through this video and maybe comment down below some thoughts on the video as well. It would be really appreciated. Now let's get right into the video. So first of all, what can you do when you turn 17? The answer to that to the typical normal person is not much. Go to Rated R Movies and buy M for Mature Games. At least in the state of Michigan, that's the law. You have to be 17 years old to do those things. And that's the only things you can really start doing at 17. But that is kind of a big deal for me because I work at the movies and I go to a lot of movies by myself. And now I can go to Rated R Movies by myself. And the reason I like to go by myself is because I can really focus on the movie and focus on like what the movie is trying to convey rather than trying to focus on the people that are there with me, which I feel like a lot of people make that mistake and they really don't get the full like experience of the movie because they're just too focused on the people that they're there with. Now there is a social contract kinda saying that you can't go to movies by yourself and you have to go with a group of people, but here's the thing, you're sitting in a dark room anyways. Nobody's really going to be paying attention to you because they're too busy watching the movies. And I know at my theater, you literally cannot see the people in front of you because we have like a wall with recliners and there's like certain levels to where there's no possible way that you can see the people in front of you just looking down, unless if you're in rows like A and B right towards the screen. But with that being said, yeah, so basically nobody's going to realize that you're there by yourself anyways. And even if they do, nobody's going to care because they're too focused on like themselves, and literally nobody's going to say anything. I promise. If you want to go by yourself, I would recommend going by yourself at least just once to get the full experience and see how you like going by yourself and see the differences, because I've been to probably like 50 different movies by myself, and I can promise you I've never had a problem or felt like alone in the movie theater because it's going to be dark in the room and you're going to be focused on the movie anyway. And I think it's just a lot better going by yourself so you can actually focus on the movie instead of trying to focus, like I said, on the people sitting next to you. And also, going along with buying M-rated games, I think I'm going to start buying disc a little bit more, and also I want to start doing a lot more gameplay type of videos via PS4, so I think Generation Zero looks like a really cool game. It's about like technology kind of takes over in 1980s Sweden, and I think like the setting is really interesting, and the title itself, Generation Zero, is actually really interesting in my opinion because if you guys don't know, let's play on Generation Z, a generation solely based on technology, and I think it's really neat that they call this Generation Zero, or at least called their game Generation Zero, because I think the game you're mainly playing like as teenagers, or it's like a based, I don't know. But I don't know, it just seems like a really cool game, so I think that gameplay might be coming to your way. At least, a few missions like I did with Detroit Become Human, like some really key parts in the game, so you guys can see my decisions I made and how I decided to play through it. I think it should be really interesting. And also gameplays just help people who are either thinking about buying the game or don't have the money to buy the game, or have the money to buy the game but don't necessarily want to spend the money on the game but still want to see the game. And which seems like a really small percentage of like the gaming population, but trust me, it's not. A lot of people just don't want to spend that full $40, $50, $60 on the game, but they're still interested in how the game turns out and if people like it, so they'll watch gameplays, watch game reviews, stuff like that. And I think bringing these clips to you guys is going to be something that I try to do a lot more in the future. I might try doing a couple vlogs, but like vlogs just seem like, I don't know if my life is really interesting enough to be doing vlogs. And plus, I really only like to record alone, so it's just more challenging to do vlogs and stuff like that. But it is kind of fun, I guess, like seeing people living their daily lives and stuff like that. However, I want to talk about more like a lot bigger question of turning 17